What is going on, YouTubers? I'm flushing my power steering out of my 2011 Volvo XC90 3.2. The fluid I'll be using is CHF11S. I'm not able to get the OEM Volvo power steering fluid, but this should work as the equivalent or substitute fluid. Okay, first thing you want to do is set the parking brake, chalk the rear tires, lift up the front of your vehicle, put a jack stand, and make sure those front tires are free of movement. You can turn them left and right. That's the first step. Okay, the next step, as you can see, this one's out already, but okay, next step is pretty much siphon or suck out of the dirty fluid out of here, and once that one is pretty much not fully empty, you're not gonna get everything out of there. So once the level is low, go ahead and then disconnect your feed line, which is, where's that at? That hose right here. There's a clamp. What I use to move the clamp is the this bad boy right here. So it'll take, it's not gonna be easy, it's not gonna come off easy. You're gonna have to break the seal. I did took this bracket off to have more space to work with here. So when I meant by break the seal is pretty much when a hose is over right here, just like so. I did twist it, and then I pried it a little bit, twist it, and once it broke free, and it was easy to come off. So for the next hose, the return hose, there is a button, release button. So that was pretty nice. So there's a button right here you have to press, and then what I did is pretty much I pressed it, pushed in and out. So that one worked out for me. So that's how you take this thing off. But hold on to that one, I messed up because I did clean this one, and thinking about it is, how am I gonna flush this, because I thought that this big hose was a return, because inside here is, in the middle is your filter or a strainer. So I figured that would be like the intake part or supply, but it's the other way around. So this is my return line. I found that out when I turned my steering wheel. This was pumping fluid out, so I have a rag there. So anyways, I'm going to be putting this back again, just hooking up on the return line, just right there, and on the end of this hose right here, I'll be using a pump to pump out the dirty fluid that's gonna go in here. So that's why don't clean your reservoir first, which I did. Now once I put everything back here again and ready for the flush, I'm gonna have to take this off again and clean it. Okay, I have everything hooked up in there. The only thing I hooked up is, like I said, the return line, which is the ones in the middle, and on this one, the receiver supply, I'll be putting a funnel. Okay, hopefully it don't leak. So that's that. So I'm gonna fill it up and then turn my steering wheel manually without starting the engine. Don't start the engine now. Just keep on going to your left all the way, to your right all the way, till you see clean fluid coming out of here. Well, I'll be attaching the pump, this pump. So once that container or the reservoir is full of dirty fluid, just gonna have to suck it out and it's gonna come out over here. That's actually the fluid that came out, plus brake cleaner. So pretty much I wasted a can of brake cleaner, but that's it. After that, just pretty much make sure the level is right. Okay, got the can open. The color of the fluid looks exactly as the can, so it's supposed to be that's the proper well, clean fluid. So I'm about to pour this one in here.
Daddy,
I
read 6 books.
Okay, good job. Alright. Oh, nothing. Now I'm going to turn the steering wheel. I left the key in there so that way it won't lock. That's all the way to the left. Okay. Oh yeah. As I expected. Okay, so this is the feed line, the big hose, and look at all those dirty oil coming up. So I'm gonna have to keep on, I don't know, I'm just gonna have to fill it up all the way to the top and then drain it and then keep doing it till I see clear fluid. Once I see clear fluid, put it on cold mark, start it a little bit, maybe 2 seconds, turn it off and check the level. And once the level is good, keep with the engine running a good level, keep turning the steering wheel left to the right, so that way you're bleeding the air out of the system. So yep, that's it. Alright, so I had it turning a lot of times. I'm almost pretty close to the top. So what I'm going to do is hook up my pump. Okay. Alright, so this is how I got it set up. I have to pump it. Coming out of there. Well, let me double check. Well, I'm trying, guys. It's not working out, but as you can see, the level's going down. Try and zoom in there. Alright, come on, shit. Over. Right there. See? There you go. So, I'm gonna have to keep on doing this till I see fresh fluid in this container. Alright, I'm almost there. I'm almost out of 1 liter of power steering fluid, but you can see the color. It looks good on the camera, but for me, I can still, it's dark, a little bit dark over here on my view, but it's almost there. So I'm gonna have to pump this out and keep going. Alright, I pretty much used all 1 liter of power steering fluid, so I'm going to disconnect everything back off. Take this off and wash, clean this, and then put everything back together. Fill it up with fresh fluid and keep turning the steering wheel left to right till I get a good level for me to start the engine. So it'll be on the gold mark pretty much. So right there, and you should be done. And test drive it, make sure no leaks or anything like that. Okay, I just got done cleaning this reservoir. I already put on the hose over there. You can see. Okay, right there. So once you put that thing on, actually routed my hand over here. See, hold the hose, put the ball in there. Make sure you lube the tube a little bit so it'll be easier. And what I'm gonna do now is spin this one because I took the bracket off. So I want to be able to spin it that way without twisting the hose. So other than that, done. And I'm gonna go move the steering wheel left to right till everything settle. Alright, I filled it up too much, and when I was moving the steering wheel, some of it came out. But other than that, it's good, clean, nice. So I'm gonna have to clean it up, get all the way down there. So everything. I'm gonna have to move the steering wheel again to push the rubber. Should be good.